Hello, hello. Hi, grade 4. How are you today? I hope that you're doing fine. I am very okay. I hope that you are wearing your mask, sanitizing, and keeping social distance. So, what have you been up to? Have you been reading your books or are you playing games? Anyway, I miss you so much and I hope to see you very, very, very soon. Okay? So, like I sent the introduction video last time, I said that we will talk about our body system. Are you ready? Okay, so like I said, welcome to our science class for grade 4, and I am your teacher, Teacher Seda. And don't forget, science rocks. Yeah, very good. Okay, so like I said, we will talk about our body system. And in grade 4, we will have to tackle 3 of these. We will talk about our muscular system and our skeletal system and our digestive system. But first of all, let's talk about these 2, our muscular system and our skeletal system. Okay, so this is a picture of our muscular system and our skeletal system. Now, look at this part. We have our skeleton, and don't forget, our skeleton is made of bones, okay? And what did we say is the function of our skeletal system? Now, our skeletal system gives our body its shape, and our muscles help us to move. So, what are the parts that make up a skeleton? We have the skull, we have the bones, we have the spine, and the joints. Now, the parts that make our muscular system, we have the muscles, yeah, like this. This is a muscle here. We have shoulder, arm, hand, hip, leg, and foot. So we have muscle. Remember, we have muscle everywhere, and they are attached to our bones, okay, to help us move. So let's see about our skeletal system. Now, what does it do? Our skeletal system, it gives our body its shape. It gives our body its shape. Now, can you imagine if we did not have any bones? Will we be standing, or what will happen to us? Food for thought. So, now, what is the function? Like we say, it gives our body its shape. And it's made up of what? It's made up of bones and joints. Bones and joints. So, and how many bones are there in the body of a human being? There are 206 bones joined together. 206 bones. Now, this is the skeletal system. These are just some of the parts of the skeletal system. Like here we have the skull, the lower jaw, the breastbone, the wrist, the ribs, the thigh bone, hip, shoulder blade, backbones, the finger bones. Now, these are all bones, and like I say, they make up to 206 bones in a human being. Okay, so now some of the bones are long, some are short, some are straight, and some are curved. Look at this picture here. We have this bone. It's a long bone, probably like this one. It's long. Here we have like a short bone. We have like a irregular bone. Irregular means it doesn't have any shape. And here we have a flat bone. So these are the different types of bones in our body. And we have different more, okay? So these are just a few. So don't forget, our skeletal gives our body its shape. And it is made up of bones and joints. Okay, good. So what are the parts of our skeletal system? What are the parts of our skeletal system? Our skeletal system is made up of different parts. Now look at this picture. We have the skull. And where do you find the skull? in your head, right? So look at that. That is the skull. Now, what is the function? It gives our head its shape and protects our brain. So what do you find in the skull? You find the brain. So the skull gives the head its shape, which is round, and it also protects our brain from any injuries. Okay. Next we have the rib cage. The rib cage. So what are the parts of the rib cage? We have the breastbone, which is this one here in the middle. This one is here. And then we also have the spine, which is at the back. Okay. So these are the parts of a rib cage. Now, what is the function of a rib cage? It protects our heart and lungs. So you find the lungs and heart inside here. So the rib cage protects our heart and lungs. Very good. Next, we have the joints. Joints. Like here. You see, this one here is a joint. So let's look at that. We have different joints, okay, in our body, everywhere. And these joints, they allow the easy movement, okay. So joints allow us to move. Joints allow us to move. You can move easily. See the way I'm flexing my hand. I'm flexing this because I have a joint here. And I am able to move this arm like this because there is also a joint here. So joints are everywhere. See, even my fingers, there are joints, okay? So here we have like the ball and socket, which is here. We have the hinge, which is like a door, you know. And we have different types of joints. So what do our joints do? Our joints allow us to move, okay? So these are the parts of our skeleton, the main part, the skull, the rib cage, and the different joints. Good. Next, we will talk about our muscles. Yeah? Can you flex? Yeah. So, muscular system. So what does it do? Our muscular system is made up of muscles. So all these are muscles. We have muscle everywhere in our body. Everywhere in our body. So our muscular system or our muscles are thick, stretchy bands that cover our skeleton. Thick and stretchy, okay? They are thick and stretchy and they cover our skeleton. Now, what is the function of our muscular system? Now, our muscles help us to move. So if somebody asks you, what is the function of our muscular system? Our muscular system helps us to move, or our muscles help us to move. Okay. And remember, the muscles are attached to our skeleton, and these one help us to move freely. Good. So, our muscle always work in pairs. They work in pairs. Pairs means two, okay? When one muscle contracts, the other one relaxes. When one contracts, the other one relaxes. Now look at that one here. Is when you make a fist. When you make a fist like this, what happens is the bicep here, it contracts and relax. It contracts and relax. So when you do like this one, it contracts and this side relaxes. Contract and relax. Now, the muscles in all our body, they contract and relax. And this allows for the easy movement, okay? So that is how the muscles in our body work. They work in pairs. When one contracts, contract means like it expands, and the other one relaxes, okay? So how do we take care of our skeleton and muscular system? How do we do that? Okay, how do we take care of our muscular system? First of all, they say we need to eat balanced diet food. Balanced diet food, meaning that you have to eat the food that contain the 5 nutrients. We have the carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, proteins, and fat. Okay, eat balanced diet food. Drink milk. Remember, milk is good for your bones. Eat lean meat and drink a lot of water. So lean meat is also good for your muscles. Okay, and don't forget to drink a lot of water. So you can eat the meat. Okay, chicken, you can eat fish, you can eat shrimps, drink milk, and also don't forget to drink water. Okay, this is very, very important. Next, what you need to do, you need to sit and walk in a good posture. When you're sitting down, you don't need to sit with the back hunched like that. No, you need to sit up straight, which is good for your spinal cord. So you need to sit up straight. And when you're walking, don't walk with a hunch like that. You need to walk when your back is straight to give you a good posture. Okay? So whenever you sit and walk, you must have a good posture in order for your back to be straight and not to have pain in your back. Okay? And also, we need to exercise regularly. You need to exercise regularly. You can go to the gym, you can run, you can stretch, you can do some yoga. It's very, very important. Working out is good for your bones and it's also good for your muscles. Okay? Don't forget to eat good food, exercise regularly, and have a good posture when you're walking or when you're sitting down. Now, I'd like you to turn to your book in page 1 of your activity book, page 1 of your activity book. And we have something like a bony fan, okay? So what I need you to do, I'll need you to turn to page 91 of your activity book, 91, and you will get a picture of a bone. But before I tell you what to do with that, let's answer this question first of all. So we have here, our dash is made up of many dash. Bones are connected by dash, which allow us to dash the bones. So what happened? This one here, how do you read that? Skeleton, bones, joint, and move. So our dash is made up of many dash. So our skeleton is made up of many what? Bones. So our skeleton is made up of bones. And bones are connected by our bone, like this one here and that one is connected by the joint. Okay? It's connected by joint, which allow us to move the bones. Which allow us to move the bones. Now, like I said before, I need you to turn to page 91 of your activity book, and then you will find a picture. Then what I need you to do, I need you to cut out the diagram of the picture. First of all, you paste it in a hard paper, okay? Like that. Okay, so what do you need? You will need a scissor, you will need some string, you need a paper punch, glue, and a hard paper. You will need scissors, you will need paper punch, string, glue, and hard paper. And I need you to cut the picture, okay? I need you to cut it, and you cut here on these dotted lines, and then what you do, you make holes with the paper punch. You make the holes like that. And then after making the holes, then you make a skeleton like that, okay? So when you go to page 91, you will find a paper of the bone, and I need you to paste it on a hard paper. Then you cut it along the dotted lines. After cutting along the dotted line, then you make holes. When you finish making the holes, make sure you connect them correctly, because if you don't, I think the person will be limping, or maybe the body posture will not be correct. So you need to cut them, make these holes, and then put the string so that you can make a skeleton like that. And after that, I want to thank you, and please make an even more beautiful skeleton than mine and bring it when you come back to school, okay? Don't forget to do your homework, and then I hope to see you soon. So thank you so much, and see you again next time. Bye bye.